welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be making a tutorial on how to make a wide leg pants. So first I need 3 yards of fabric. I need 3 yards or 2.5 would work. I need my tape, the chalk and the scissors. The measurements I'll be needing, because I'm making it a high-waisted pant, so I'll be needing the high-waisted, like where I'm going to pull the pants up to, that's my waist. The measurement round my waist measurement is the first measurement I need, and then the length of the pants, and then the crotch and my hip measurement. So let's get started. So the first thing I have to do is to fold the fabric into 2. So right now I've folded it into 2, and the hip measurement is what I'll be needing right now. The hip measurement I'm using is 43. So the hip measurement I'm using, I'm going to divide it by 4. So 43 by 4 is going to be 10.75. So as you can see, this is 10, and then 0.75 after 10.5. So I'm going to mark it here. I'm not going to add any seam allowance here because I want the pant really fitted, but my seam allowance will come from the back panel of the pant. So here I've marked the 10.75. The next thing I have to do is make a straight line from this 10.75, which is here. So I'm just going to make a straight line down this way, all the way. If you have a ruler, that is even better. So you mark a straight line here, and then you measure your crotch, the crotch that, because this is going to be high-waisted pant, I'm going to use 11. If it's not going to be high-waisted, I would normally use 10. If it's just going to be a simple pant, you can use also this panel for a short. It doesn't have to be just a long pant. So now I'm going to mark at 11. So this is where I measured my 11 inches here, right? 11 inches here. So at this point here, I'm supposed to mark 1.5 inch, but the owner of the pant is a little bit big, so I'm going to make it 2. So I'll give it some room in the crotch, but normally you should use just 1.5. So I'll mark this way. So I'll just mark it here. Since it's going to be a wide leg pant, from this 2 inches that I've made, because as you can see there's a line here. First I measured the 10.75, marked 11 inches from the point I made here, and then I added 2 inches to the crotch, and then this is the mark of where I added the 2 inches. So I made a curve here, and now from here I'm going to just cut straight down. So this is all I need for the front panel of this pant, because the waist is going to be elastic. I don't need to do anything in front of this pant concerning the waist. I'm only just going to give it a dart in front just to shape it when I'm sewing. So right now I'm just going to cut the front. So guys, as you can see, I've cut the front panel of this pant, and then I've cut all the way down to the end. So I just kept it straight all the way down, but at some point because I want the bottom even wider, so I just added like an inch and then went all the way down. So this is the 2 front panel of the pant. So now from this front panel we'll make the back. So guys, to make the back panel, I've gone ahead and folded the fabric again, but this time around you need more room at the back. So this is the front panel we made. So I'm just going to place it on the back, and then so I've gone ahead and placed this front panel on the back, and this is where the back panel stops. So the next thing I have to do is to mark. The first thing I'm going to do is to measure 2 inches here, because this is going to be the back of the pant, right? So I've already measured. This is where the front of the pant stops. This is where the back of my pant stops. But I'm going to add 2 inches because you know the back of the pant is supposed to be longer than the front because of the butt behind. So I'm going to give 2 inches here, and remember I didn't give any inches for seam allowance in front of the pant, so I'm going to add the seam allowance here at the back. So that will be 2 inches because there's going to be 4 sides of the pant, the front of the pant, and then the 2 sides, and then the middle of the back of the pant. So that will be 4 sides to the pant, and each side should have like 0.5, that's half an inch. So if you have an inch into 4 places would be 2 inches. So that's why we are adding 2 inches to the back of the pant. So I'm going to measure 2 inches all the way up and then all the way down too. Just so mark 2 inches, 2 inches. Just make a line here. So that's the seam allowance for the pant. And then the next thing I'm going to do is from the crotch of the front of this pant, because this is where the crotch of the front part is. So this is the point where it stops. I'm going to add 3 inches for the crotch of the pant behind because it's supposed to be longer. So here we go. I'm going to add it now. So from here to here, this is where 3 inches stops. From this point to this point is 3 inches, right? So this is where I have the 3 inches right here. So from these 3 inches that I've marked here, and then this is the 2 that I've marked here, what I'm going to do now is to give it a curve. So I'm just going to curve all the way up. Just give it a curve. So this is the curve for my crotch at the back. The next thing I'm going to do is from this point of the 2 inches at the back, I'm going to curve it all the way to the end of the pant. Like I'm going to give it a sharp curve all the way. If you have a ruler, that would be better. But since I don't have a ruler, I'm just going to mark it all the way down. Just blend it in as you're going, just so it meets this point here. You see? So guys, as you can see, I've gone ahead and made the line even thicker so you could see. So the only thing you have to do for this pant is divide. When you flip your fabric for the front, you divide it by 4 for the hip. You mark it, and then 11 inches here, you've made your front panel. The back panel, you just have to add 2 inches here for the seam allowance, and then add 2 inches at the top for some room to contain the back part. And then you now mark it all the way down here. You just make it slant all the way down, and then increase by 3 inches at the crotch. So now we're just going to cut. So I'm just going to cut and keep my hand straight all the way to the end, because this is supposed to be a wide leg pant. So I'll just keep my hand straight all the way to the end. So guys, as you can see, I'm done cutting the back of this pant, and as you can see, it's not straight like the front is. So it's this way, and then the crotch is longer. This is my seam allowance at the back of the pant. For this pant, I'm going to be adding pockets to it, so I'll make a separate video later and show how to add a pocket to a pant. But for this, I'm going to be attaching a pocket here in front of this pant. So because this pant is going to have an elastic band at the back, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut the band. So guys, now we'll be cutting the band for the pants. So here I already folded this fabric into 2. This is the elastic I'm going to be using, but the front of this pant, I want it to just have band and be straight, but this elastic will be at the back of the pant. So now I'm going to just fold it. I want the front to be like 2 inches, the band in front to be 2 inches, so that will be 2 inches. And then since there's nothing to make the fabric thick, that means I have to fold it on itself, right? So that will be 2 inches here. Let's see. So this is what I'll have to work with. So in total that will be around 4 inches. So let me cut it now. So guys, I'm done cutting the band of the pant. So now I'm just going to go and attach the pant and then bring it back. So guys, as you can see, this is the front piece of the pant. So now I'm just going to attach it. So I'm going to make right side facing each other, right? I'm going to cut it out to sew on it. Sorry. So the two right sides are facing each other. I'm going to now sew here. So guys, I've done the front of the pant. As you can see, I've gone ahead and gave the pant a dart in front. Basically, I just pinched out a piece of the fabric, and then sewed it like in a triangle form and gave it a sharp edge at this point. So that's what I did in the front to give it like this shape here. Hi guys, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and finished up the pant. I decided last minute to add a pocket to the two sides. So here is the pocket, and then you could see the dart that I spoke about. And then the front is just a plain band, and then the back has the elastic to it. So I used the bold elastic so it will match up the bold band in front. And here is the wide leg of the pant. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.